So 10 more brilliant performances to come. The crowd and you at home and us here in the commentary booth in for a treat.
On yours, representing Spain, please welcome Olivia Smart and Jen Keith.
Olivia Smart, Sheffield born and bred, a special moment for her to perform here. A little disappointed with their rhythm dance, which left them 10th overall. So this, June Part 2. And Part 1 last year was nominated in the category of Most Entertaining Programme. So expect something captivating, dynamic, beautiful. Well, part two delivered. Bewitching, alluring. Wow, amazing.
It is spellbinding. Not quite the levels maybe that they would want. The 1 foot twizzle 2 and a 1, and the other set of steps 2 and a 2. So looking for 3s probably and 4s, but in terms of looking at the components, the choreography, 1 in the 9s, 2 in the high 8s. So fantastic. I think we won't be far off a season's best.
Yeah, that's around the 120-point mark, which would be by far the biggest total we'll have seen for free dance so far in the competition. Such a special story that they tell. Look at that. They did take us to another world in that performance.
Again, it's the trust in relationships within the couple to do the work and to just have it be so natural and comfortable.
Well, Olivia Smart was at the Olympics in Beijing, finished 8th. That was alongside her former partner, Adrian Diaz. Now with Tim Deek. They were 5th at the European Championships this time last year. As we said, a little down after the rhythm dance, but they will bring themselves back into contention with a performance like that.
The scores, please. Olivia Smart and Tim Deek from Spain have earned in the free dance 121.27 points.
Spot on then, Robin. 121.27, best so far this season. And a total score of 196.44. So they immediately eclipse the mark set by Phoebe Becker and James Hernandez. And they're very, very happy with that.
Next to speak from Czechia, please give a warm welcome to Natalie Tashinova and Philip Fashler.
Brother and sister team, really fun, really energetic, these two. Their free dance is to a Matrix medley. I just noticed they had their fingers in their ears when the scores were being announced for Smart and Deek. Just focusing on their own performance. Time to sell it. 10th last year. They lie 9th at the moment. synchronized in their exhaustion as well.
Once again, from Czechia, Natalie Kachilova and Philip Kachilov.
Mostly 4s and 3s across the board there, just 2s on the diagonal step. But the dynamic between them during the entire routine did not change and did not stop.
Intensity.
Yeah.
Great speed as well.
I created the Matrix.
That's a balance point. Again, making sure that her legs are far enough out that he can lean away, keeps them square, keeps it solid, and there's not a waver in the blade either, which is also very important. He's not struggling or forcing it. It's on a natural and comfortable curve. This was the only question I had, was on the synchronicity within the twizzle sequence, not the levels, because it was level 4. They were slightly off on the second and the third, but
So how much will that be?
it's a greater execution. But I saw that they had pluses, so
Scores, please. Natalie Kachilova and Philip Kachilov from Czechia have earned in the free dance 112.14 points. Their total
Well, it's in and around their best, but it will not challenge the lead with that massive free dance score from Smart and Deek of Spain. The one that these two decided not to listen to as it was announced as they were warming up on the ice. 112.14, total of 189.47. So again, move above the British pair. They are in second at the moment. 8 to go. From France, Lucia Demongier, Théo Lemercier, skating together for 10 years now. The Curse of the Sad Mummy.
Performance begins. The stage is set. Trust the pain.
Well, I think that built. I enjoyed the ending.
Really enjoyed lots of the content. Not my idea surrounding it. I didn't find
In what
it
sense?
engaging or challenging or something that made me go, ooh. The quality of their elements is very, very good and very strong, but we expect that for teams of this level.
Well, they have been together for a decade now. They've had 3 top 10 finishes at the European Championships. And they will finish, I think, in the top 10 again.
Yes.
But maybe not the most memorable of all the performances we're going to see today. Interesting for a pair that have to spend so much time together, and they have over the past 10 years. They say they're very, very different as people off the ice, but they just work together so well. Not a couple.
Our performance begins. The stage is set.
Yeah, the rotational lift from the stationary lift, beautiful position, and now it's getting the timing for him to get that curve going to get her out into the rotational lift. Curve lift. Touzles came late in the program.
Twos.
Yeah, fairly straightforward, clean, done, organised.
It's interesting, you said the same about their rhythm dance yesterday. These were all set to 90s pop music. They did a kind of reworked version of No Scrubs, and again, you weren't quite sure.
Lyrically, it made no sense. And I find this one didn't really tell me what were they trying to... I thought it was, from the costume, I thought it was going to be something like Tron or something more robotic or something. I don't know what it was. Other than very nice skating.
Lisa Bourget and Clément Lagacé from France have earned in the free dance 113.74 points.
Well, it's the season's best total for them in the free dance. Totaled alongside their rhythm dance, 191.62. So still 5 points off that leading total score of Smart and Deek. So they'll stay in the leader's chair. There they are. And next to the ice, the Finnish champions, former European bronze medalists. Very experienced, 4th place finish last time. Julia Tequila, Matthias Lewis.
a costly error. I love them as skaters, and I've really liked what they've done in the past. It either needed to be more romantic or more dangerous. It was incredibly safe.
Safe.
And slight, almost coy. And I don't know that a tango would be coy. They did suffer, he specifically on the twizzle, just level 1 for Matthias, and level 2s on the midline steps. We go in this twizzle. He's very concerned. He is watching, keeping his eye. He was, yeah, ooh, up and a skip in the middle of that second one.
So that was a really beautiful performance, and it was your first international this season because you've been dealing with an injury. How does it feel to be back?
Amazing. This is what we trained for, and coming from a very difficult beginning of the season, this feels even more special and hard for me.
Well, we're so proud of your determination.
Interesting to see where that ends up overall, and I'm curious about their component scores are very high.
You're surprised?
So judge it. Well, it's what the judges feel and see. They're closer to the action than we are. Yeah, probably wouldn't be quite that high
Well, they've been
in terms of presentation and choreography, skating skills. They're in the mid-8s, high 8s. Phoebe and James are in the mid-high 7s. I mean, it's quite a contrast.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect them to be close, but then they're not that far behind Olivia and Tim in presentation and skating skills, and yet there were errors here, and Tim and Olivia were impeccable.
Matthias Richards from Finland have earned in the free dance 115 points.
Well, they've been dealing with an injury at the start of the season, so it is the season's best because it's their first score to hand. So moves them up to second. So that's a little bit of surprise. We both thought that was quite a conservative tango. It wasn't dangerous, it wasn't alluring. Well, it wasn't right on the edge of what we wanted there, but good
What we
score.
would have liked to see. But
Diana Davis and Gleb Schmolke from Georgia.
So Georgia has had so much success here. 3 medals already, 2 of them gold. Diana and Gleb, husband and wife. Had 2 false starts with their music in the rhythm dance. Let's hope they get off without a worry here.
I like that one. Like that one a lot.
You do a different at the end of every performance.
Yeah, it grew on me.
That was
and it grew as a performance as well.
gorgeous.
And there were one or two highlights in there that were just superb. Little detail. I see. I love just when there's a little detail. It's not necessarily put in there to get points, but you just notice and you feel that little nuance.
Sublime. Diana Davis turning 23 yesterday. Skating alongside her husband, skating together since 2018. We've had 2 8th-place finishes. They were 6th after the rhythm dance. And that was really exquisite.
See some highlights here.
I think we might share the favourite moments in this one.
Diana Gleb, such class. Team Georgia has had amazing championships, winning the pairs and winning the men's. Has that inspired you for this beautiful performance?
Oh,
Yes, get that balance. That left leg for him out at an odd angle, but it needs to be out there to balance. It's, yeah, the trust thing again.
set, yeah. And again.
Lovely.
So just again, Smart and Deek in front.
And I think they'll stay there. There's a couple of 2s in there in levels. Did get the 4s on the twizzles, which was lovely. They've just 2s for the
Diana Davis and Gleb Smokin from Georgia have everything in the tea dance. 120.64.
Oh, well, they're not far off. 120.64, that leading mark, 121.27. So, yeah, it is just enough to edge them ahead. 199.31 total. So with 5 skaters remaining, it's the Georgian duo who move into top spots. The best is yet to come still, though.